Well, good morning. You've made it to the end of the course in many ways. So this is week 8, and we're trying to put the pieces together for the final project. You're aware that next Tuesday is the final day for you to submit your biblical theology paper. In addition, you will also have the living story assessment that is due, and that's about 250 to 350 word short little essay on communicating hope to a person. Let's go back to that biblical theology paper. Remember, you have selected an audience, a individual, a setting that best fits where you're at right now, and you were to write a theological paper on a theme, a topic that originates in the scripture, and that you can trace that theme throughout the Old and New Testament, noting that you're going to have to be very quick and precise with that particular topic. You're not going to be able to address everything, so you may want to write a sentence or two on what you are not going to write on. That's always helpful for the reader, especially if you're taking a big chunk of a theme and you're wanting to bring clarity to the subject. So again, the biblical theology paper is due next week. The last day to submit is Tuesday. I have not graded discussion threads at this time. I'm holding out for hope that a few of you will respond and at least get credit for the work of each week. So listen, I really believe discussion threads are a great way to learn. And the way I normally do it is through video. And I hope that helps just to bring more of a live weekly interaction with you on the details of the course. Okay, so make sure you're finishing that project. Finalize any and all of your discussion threads. I believe up to week 2 I kept them open. And then finalize that living story, living hope story for last week as well, in addition to the big theological paper. And then you'll need to go to the discussion thread and participate in the last week discussion on arts and how arts and music and literature should be used in the context of our local church. And there's a quote by N.T. Wright that you're to interact with, and think intelligently about this. How might this be used maybe in your church, or is there a rightful use of the arts in our public worship services or in our ministry? You know, some churches might do a arts festival. I've seen that over the years. Is that okay? Some might do a focus on instruments and do a special type service in the afternoon, not necessarily during the worship service, but allow people with gifts in music to exercise the sacred part of music or arts. I've seen different churches have art displays up. People using watercolor and oils. So it's interesting. But again, work through that for yourself, and then interact with some of your classmates accordingly. And then I will finalize grades right away, and hopefully within the close of that week, you'll get the discussion threads scores back. And again, if you're hitting that 2 or 3 above, you should be getting a decent score back. And if you're only doing one post, you're going to get the minimal score, and but at least you're getting credit. Okay, I hope that it helps you, and I will post a video for discussion thread, and as we get closer to the end of the week, kind of the finalized thoughts for myself in regards to the course, and some initial reflection that you can walk away with as you close out the class for this semester. Blessings.